What is going on, y'all? Site Perspectives, giofvcks, and I'm literally running off of like fumes. It seems like between Saturday and today, which is Monday, I've been moving all weekend. Saturday and Sunday, heavy lifting, unloading, loading, up and down stairs, in and out of entrances, driving an hour plus away, driving an hour plus back to get more stuff. I just been busy. And of course, it's Monday. It's the start of a new week. Typically, I get to work home on Mondays, work from home Mondays, but because at my current place, they are understaffed, so many people have left, have quit, have resigned. Not to mention, so many people are also on PTO. So you have so many people that's on PTO, so many people that quit or resign from their position. So we're understaffed, short-staffed. So I volunteered to come in. Mind you, I was there this past Friday, which technically I get to work from home on Fridays. So I'm just letting myself know, okay, remember, boundaries, 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 red flag, red flag, red flag. So I'm making this video to discuss, you have to have boundaries in every facet of life. I don't care if that's in your relationships or with your job. Your job also requires boundaries because your employer will also take advantage of you. I mean, let's be honest, as long as we're living in a capitalist society, your employer is already exploiting you. It is what it is, okay? You're already being exploited. They already purposely don't pay you hardly anything. Wages are permanently low and stagnant because your employer wants to get all of the bang for little to no buck, okay? They want to sit up here and literally drain you out, take all of your energy, all of your time. You get hired in to do a job, yet you're running around doing 4 and 5 jobs, doing the job of 4 to 5 people because they refuse to hire other individuals and because they refuse to pay people quality living. Okay, let's really just keep it a buck. So a lot of times you'll find yourself doing the role of 4 to 5 different people when you was hired in to do once, and you got to fill in to do this and fill in to do that. And it's like, it cracks me up. These are the same jobs that will then wonder why they have such high turnover rates and why so many people that are employed by them are dealing with burnout. Well, this is why people are overworked and underpaid. It is what it is. So I'm just letting people know, you gotta have boundaries, and if that, and when it comes to your job, it's okay to say, no, that's not my job, bro. I wasn't hired in to do that, so I'm not doing that. And it's okay to speak up and say that. And if there's an issue, and they have feedback or recoil back to it because you said no, or that's not your position, that's not your role, you need to, and especially dealing with HR, human resources, you need to document everything that your employer says or does to you. Okay? And I'm just going to go on and say it. It's 2021. And this is something that I've learned over the course of 12 years. I've been working since 2009, since I was 16. I am 28. So this is what I've learned. And this is what I've learned over the course of a year, is leave, okay? The same way these jobs, exploit, abuse, go against your boundaries, constantly taking advantage of you and stressing you out, leave. Stop sticking around at jobs that ain't paying you shit, because next thing you know, years will fly by and you'll still be at that same job that's purposely paying you low and stagnant wages, got you performing 4 or 5 different roles when you were hired in to do one position, and just have you running around with a chicken with no head. And it's ridiculous. So, and like I said, it's 2021. What employers don't understand is nobody is sticking around anymore dealing with BS. The minute you see the structure of the company, the business, the organization isn't being ran smoothly or in a manner that is conducive to you, you need to be planning your exit. I mean, I'm just giving y'all some advice, some suggestions, some recommendations, some tips, you know, and you don't have to take what I'm saying as face value. You don't even have to do what I'm saying. I'm just recommending, I'm just suggesting. Okay, because I done been there, done that. 12 years working, okay? Like I said, since I was 16, 2009. And I'm here to say there's so many opportunities looking back where I should have dipset it from previous positions. I'm a really firm believer. You know how they give us 90 days? Typically, they have you on a 90-day trial to see if they want to keep you or have you be their permanent employee. You need to be doing the same thing with these jobs. My rule of thumb, especially now, is 3 to 6 months. I give a job 3 to 6 months to show me, okay, how is the structure of this place? Do they treat their employees right? Do they treat their clients or the community that they're serving right? What the wages looking like? What the salary looking like? How is the structure of this organization ran? Is there checks and balances? Is there fairness and equity here? What type of workload is this? And ultimately, especially for me, 12 years in, 4 college degrees in, which to me, you know, degrees are, that's a whole nother video. I'm never being paid what I'm supposed to be getting paid. Like, I'm sitting over here with over 6+ years of direct experience in my field. Okay. 4 college degrees, $48,000 worth of student loan debt. And I'm still yet to hit the $50,000 a year mark as a salary. And it doesn't make any sense. And it's like, I'm at that point where, you know, here's me being transparent, full transparency, honesty, and just giving you real life experience that I'm dealing with. And I'm just like, I'm not pleased. I'm fed up. I'm tired of this. Because it's literally like, again, you have to live check to check if you're basing it off of just this salary. This is why I always recommend, unfortunately, as long as we live in a capitalist society, you're probably going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different side hustles, a second or third job. Some other source of income has to be coming in because they purposely do not pay us living wages. And there's no way people can live comfortably on my salary. No, because after taxes, I'm barely making $24,000 a year. That's barely $2,000 a month. And again, where I just moved from, rent was $1,239 a month. And if I was to renew the lease with my roommate, it would go up $140. That's right. If we were to renew our lease, it would have went from $1,239 a month to $1,379 a month. $21 short of $1,400 a month to stay in a 2-bedroom apartment that you're renting, not even 1,000 square feet. So I moved. You know, that's why I was moving this entire weekend. But I'm just being honest. When it comes to these jobs, just like how it is with these people in these toxic ass relationships and situationships, you really have to pay attention to the red flags. And a lot of jobs, like this particular job, is just too many red flags. It's too many red flags. Every time you turn around, you're being asked to do something that has nothing to do with your job role. You know, whether it's volunteering, you know, to help with pride events, can you clean up the office? Can you come in on the weekend because we're having this event and we need people to be here? Can you help write questions for this grant? Oh, can you do this presentation on blah, blah, blah? Yet you were hired in to do one specific job, and that job, you're not even getting proper training in that specific role because they got you doing all this other shit. Oh, I need you to sit on this committee and be a part of this work group, but yet you barely getting $1,000 every 2 weeks. It's like, I'm just being real. I don't have time for this anymore, and I don't feel bad about how I feel when it comes to these jobs. This is why I'm always saying, always have your eyes on the prize for bigger and better. You know, there is no such thing as having loyalty to the vast majority of these jobs these days, because they will cut you off and not think a thing about it and just have you out here suffering and move on about it. They don't even care that they don't pay you living wages and that they got you, you know, doing the job responsibilities of 3, 4, 5 people and you're only one person. They don't care about any of that. And it's stressful. It's stressful and it's tiring. And I'm at that point in my life, you know, I'll be getting, Lord willing, in 2 months, I'll be blessed, privileged, lucky, you know, to turn 29. And it's like, I'm tired of being unhappy because of a job. You know, I'm tired of being underpaid. I'm tired of sitting up watching other people go and get what they deserve. And I'm sitting up here always, well, you know, at least it's in my field. Well, I'm helping the community. Bitch, can you pay your bills? Are you able to pay your bills? Are you able to get out of debt? Are you able to have disposable income? When the last time you went on a vacation? When the last time you bought something nice for yourself? Okay then, damn all of that. You got to make sure that you are a priority in your own life. You have to make sure that your needs are being met. And that's what I'm realizing over and over and over again. Like, if I'm unhappy, then I got to make changes for self so I can get to a happier place. So that's what I'm, you know, everything in due process. You know, I moved, did that by myself, which I'll be doing a video discussing that soon too. And I moved, so now I'm in the mindset, okay, I am gonna start looking at other jobs. And this is just me being, you know, transparent and honest with y'all. Like, you know, I don't have nothing to hide here. I'm not perfect, and I just want people to see for themselves, like, this is how it is for some of us in the USA, dealing with these jobs, dealing with these degrees, the student loan debt, the economy that doesn't match any of the degree requirements they told everybody that we needed in previous years. This is why I'm very skeptical of telling people, oh, just go to college, you'll be able to get a job, because that's bullshit. A lot of people have went to college and they're not working anywhere that they couldn't have worked without a degree, and they're not making any more money. So what's the point? You know, and that's just being real. What's the point of going into all of this debt, wasting all of these years of life that you can't get back, and you're not even making a living wage? You're not even, like, come on. You don't even make what you owe back in student loans. Like I said, I owe a little over $48,000, and I don't even make $48,000 a year. So it's just, I make half of that with this job salary. So that's why I'm like, nah, I got to go elsewhere. And it's like, it's all love, and I love the organization, what they stand for and what they do for the community. But guess what? I love myself. And loving myself is realizing I deserve better, and I'm so sick and tired of being at places that it's just like, what is this? And this is why I don't never post where I work, because that's just it. You don't know how long you're going to be here, especially in this day and age with these jobs. Like I said, they put in a good game, gift gab about what they do on paper, but once they get you there and you're settled in, you will start seeing all of the red flags that you know. And the good thing is, for me in this situation, I spotted the red flags. I'm moving accordingly. I'm already planning my potential exit. You know, because that's just it. Ain't no more sticking around, staying around in places, and you seeing the same shit that you saw 6 years ago when you was here happening all over again. Like, nah, just get out while you ahead. You know, do what you got to do to get to the next stage in life and execute those actions and move on. Ain't no longer sticking around, or as Kwame Brown says, to go along, get along. Because, you know, a lot of us do that. We'll stick around at a job that we should have left weeks ago, months ago, years ago, because we get complacent and then we start thinking, well, this is the best I can do, or this is what's available right now. And it's like, always have your eyes on the prize. Always be searching, researching, and looking elsewhere. Because you deserve better. You deserve a living wage. You deserve a salary that compensates you for your time, your years of experience, your education. You know, it is what it is. You deserve a living wage. You deserve a better quality of life. You deserve a life worth living. I'm out.